Hey guys, Ben here, and welcome back to another video on Supergirl and The Flash. Today we're going to be talking about next season's crossovers, so if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you're new, so you don't miss any DC TV videos later this year. So, I'm not going to be talking about the 4-way crossover, but I'm going to specifically be talking about the next Supergirl and The Flash crossover. So, Melissa Benoist, obviously you guys probably know by now, she's going on Broadway and it's going to be her debut, so if you're around the New York area, please go see Beautiful and support her. I'm hopefully going to try and get to see it this summer, fingers crossed if all goes well. But she's been doing some interviews and she said some interesting stuff, and also at Comic-Con recently in London there was some crossover talk, so we're going to be talking about what was said. So let's quickly go over what was said at London Comic-Con. So Jessica Parker Kennedy, who plays Nora Allen, was at MCM Comic-Con and she actually said she really enjoyed it. She said it was a great mood and it was so fun to do, and basically tagged along with that, Danielle Nicolette, who plays Cecile, says, "I was really excited to pop over for Supergirl for 5 seconds last season, and I don't think I'm spoiling anything to say there are going to be more crossovers next season." So she's talking in regards to Supergirl and The Flash, so it seems like she has in fact confirmed we are going to be getting a Supergirl and The Flash crossover. We actually missed it this season. We only had the 4-way crossover, which was a massive downfall in my opinion. They are the best crossovers of the DC TV Arrowverse universe, so that was a big shame, and I think they're definitely going to utilize that crossover stuff that they did in the past seasons before that, with The Flash going to Supergirl and then Cara Mon-El and John actually crossing over to The Flash for the musical crossover, which we'll talk about in a sec. They were some of the best crossovers, so it seems like there is definitely going to be one next season, and get ready for that. But we're quickly going to be talking about Melissa Benoist and what she said in a recent interview. So in reply to a reporter's question, Melissa says, "I know they want to do it again, and this is in regards to the musical crossover. It was a big undertaking. Greg Berlanti, our executive producer, is definitely a theatre person. He grew up doing it, but not everyone is a theatre person in our realm." So she's talking about the TV show and the comic books and stuff like that. We have a lot of comic book writers, and I think they were a little nervous about it, so in regards to the musical crossover last year, but it went really well. Grant and I had a good time, and I hope we get to do another one. And so the next question was, well, I was in Geek Heaven. It was like my worlds were colliding, DC and musicals. I kind of felt the same way. In reply, Melissa Benoist said, "I think Grant has always secretly wanted to be Fred Astaire, and we had a moment when we were promenading across the stage," I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, I'm sorry, "in these Fred and Ginger outfits, and he looked at me and said, 'This is so much fun.'" So wow, I'm really rooting for another musical crossover, and hopefully a lot of you guys are. I know some people were against it, some people didn't like it because it was out of context, but it was a brilliant episode, that is without question. And Melissa has revealed that she really wants to do one, and the network and the people behind the shows really want to do one. She says, "I know they want to do it again." That is her saying that as a certain fact that she knows. So I'm guessing that next season we may get that Supergirl Flash musical crossover, considering that Danielle, who plays Cecile, was teasing that there's going to be more Supergirl and the Flash crossovers next season, and that the people behind Supergirl and the people behind the Flash want to do the musical crossover again. I'm thinking that they're definitely most likely going to do it next season, and I really do hope so, because that was a brilliant episode, one of my favorite episodes of all the shows. And just seeing that Melissa's now on Broadway and they've got more, and they can just reel in more musical talent, and they've got brilliant musicians and brilliant people from the musical world in the TV shows already, as experienced in the musical crossover. They can go crazy with it. They can bring back the music master. Darren Criss was brilliant. I really do want to see him again, and they can find a way to maybe incorporate a musical into the TV show, or they could incorporate some sort of storyline where they do another era of music rather than the more traditional music that they did from the classic movie musical. So I don't know, maybe it can be more stage based. It could be something totally different, like sort of a Glee type show where they're actually putting on the show, sort of how Riverdale put on their musical episode this year. So I'm really excited for what's to come. I do think that they're going to be doing this, even if it's not next season. I think it will be the season after. It will be sometime soon, so don't worry about that. but we will be getting a Supergirl and the Flash crossover later next year, so get ready for that because that's going to be awesome. So look out for the Flash season 5 and Supergirl season 4 when they return, and they should have the Supergirl Flash crossover, whether it's the musical or not, sometime in 2019. So get ready for that, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.
It doesn't make us strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like sharp preteen.